We are all looking forward to the big release day of Alchemy of Souls 2. We want to know how this great story will continue, and we want to know what is going to happen with Jang Wook and Naksu. But this story not only holds a love story, it holds a mystical story and has some very complex details, and one of them is the ice stone. In the recent trailer, Jin-moo said something very interesting that may be related to the ice stone. That's why today I'm going to tell you about it. There will be another ice stone in Alchemy of Souls Season 2. But first, remember to subscribe to this channel and activate the notification bell to be among the first to see our content. We know that one of the most complicated things in the series has been understanding what the ice stone actually is. In order to really understand how the ice stone works, you have to know how it was formed and how it all started. Many years ago, in a place called Daeho, there was a great drought. Because of this, several magicians gathered to perform a rite to make it rain so that the lake could fill up. In that rite was a woman who had a blindfold on her eyes and was dancing as part of the ritual. While they were doing the ritual, hail began to fall from the sky and turned into water. But there was one piece of hail that did not melt. The piece of hail that did not melt turned into fire, then into stone, then into water, and back into its ice form. But in the process, a black powder was created known as the soul expeller, used to perform alchemy of soul. Thanks to this, the ice stone and the soul ejector were created. This allowed the souls of the dead to re-inhabit their bodies. Daeho was consumed by bloodshed until Master So-young ended the war and sealed the stone. But despite all the misfortune the ice stone had caused, So-young apparently searched for the ice stone again or did some specific ritual or method to make it appear. When the drought came, So-young was not alone, but was together with a woman named Sol-ran. This woman is the blind woman who did the ritual. There is a love letter that So-young wrote to Sol-ran that talks about the ice stone, which is called Words of Heart. Going over this of how the ice stone was formed. Also need to review what happened in episode 17. In this episode, Jang Wook, talking to the prince, reveals the truth about the letter Words of Heart. He indicates that it is So-young's confession to a dying lover, Sol-ran. The letter explains that he left behind the stone in hopes of keeping her by his side. Jang Wook said, "It shows the stupidity and anguish of a man who is willing to go against the laws of nature to save a loved one." So this shows that the ice stone was not destroyed because they wanted to bring back their loved ones. What is interesting is that it was originally opened for the same reason So-young did not destroy it. Before Jang Gang used it on the king, he originally opened it for the love of a mother and daughter. Lady Jean, in desperation, begged Jang Gang to open the stone to bring back her baby. She explains that her daughter has been inside her for more than 12 months. Probably realizing that the ice stone could be used for a greater good, Jang Gang brought Buyeon to life. According to the story, Buyeon returned on a date of Jang Gang's choice. There is a theory that Buyeon is the reincarnated soul of Sol-ran. Did Jang Gang know about the poem, Words of the Heart, and So-young's wish to bring back his beloved? So-young's love letter about the ice stone are not instructions, but his wishes for why he left her behind. So-young left the ice stone to save the life of his loved one, the original leader of Jinyeon. Then, 200 years later, Mom Jean opened the ice stone to save her daughter, who was also born blind and is considered a powerful priestess, whose power is similar to that of the original Jinyeon leader. So with this information, we can assume that So-young himself may have left the ice stone to save Sol-ran from dying. No details have been presented as to what exactly So-young did before his death. We don't know if he did some sort of ritual, magic or sorcery with the ice stone. Now, knowing the relationship between the ice stone and Sol-ran, let's get to the detail that was presented in the latest trailer. In the recent trailer, Jin-moo has a small jar and says he has to summon the water to fall again, and then the images of Naksu as disturbed come out. Jin-moo says that he has to shake Jang Wook. With this we know that Jin-moo will use Naksu to make Jang Wook suffer again. We can also assume that Jin-moo may be controlling Naksu's mind at times. But what is very strange is that he talks about summoning water to fall again. This reminds me of a kind of ritual that happened in the past with Solran. Then Jin-moo says to Go Won, when a new world opens up, everything will be your strength, your highness. But as he says that, the images of Solran's ritual appear. So this is very interesting. For this reason, there is a theory that Jin-moo will use Naksu to do a kind of ritual in order to bring about a new ice stone. And this theory comes from another theory that the soul that inhabits Naksu's body is the soul of Solran, since it is believed that when Booyeon died in her mother's womb and then resurrected thanks to the ice stone, at that moment she revived, but this time reincarnated as Solran. This would explain why Jang Gang chose a specific day for Booyeon's birth and why she is called a priestess. This is believed because many think that Jin-moo will not be able to obtain the ice stone through Jang Wook, and the only way to obtain it is by doing another one through a ritual that he would do with the help of Naksu, which is actually where Solran's soul dwells according to the theory. This is because it is believed that Solran would be the only one who could do it again as she did in the past. This way, if there could be another ice stone. Let's remember that according to the vision Mudok had with Booyeon, the ice stone no one can get it, just use their power. So this could confirm that someone could do a ritual to create another stone because it is believed that there may be other ice stones. But if there is only one ice stone, the ritual would still work because they could cause the power of the stone to be manipulated. What do you think of this theory? Do you think that in this new season they can create a new ice stone? Leave your comment here so we can read it. Remember to subscribe to this channel to know more theories like these. We will be uploading content every day of this great series.